Addressing concerns regarding code wiring for fan motors in a parking garage requires a systematic approach, prioritizing communication and code compliance. Firstly, it's important to directly contact the mechanical contractor responsible for the fan motor installations. Initiate communication politely, expressing your concerns regarding the use of cold wire from the motor to the disconnect. Clearly state that you need documentation verifying the listing and wiring methods employed for the fan motors. Secondly, explain the relevant electrical code requirements, specifically referencing sections of the National Electrical Code, such as NEC 400.8, that prohibit the use of flexible codes for permanent wiring. Emphasize that the current setup, with cold wire running from the motor to the disconnect, poses safety hazards and does not meet established code requirements. Explain how such non-compliance could lead to potential electrical faults, fire risks, and difficulties during inspections. Thirdly, propose a site visit with the mechanical contractor to collectively assess the situation. A face-to-face discussion at the installation site will enable a more comprehensive understanding of the issue. It allows for a collaborative examination of the wiring setup and facilitates a direct exchange of ideas and concerns. This physical inspection can also clarify any uncertainties about the existing installation and the specific challenges it presents. Fourthly, if feasible, suggest a solution that is acceptable to both parties involved. This might involve terminating the cold wire and establishing a connection to the disconnect utilizing appropriate wiring methods such as rigid metal conduit, electrical metallic tubing, or other approved raceways. Emphasize the need for a permanent and code-compliant wiring solution that ensures the long-term safety and reliability of the electrical system. Fifthly, meticulously document all conversations with the mechanical contractor. Follow up verbal discussions with a formal email summarizing the conversation, clearly outlining the concerns raised, and requesting prompt action to rectify the non-compliant wiring. This documentation provides a written record for both parties, serving as a reference point for future discussions and actions. It also establishes a clear timeline of communication and demonstrates a proactive approach to resolving the issue. If the mechanical contractor remains unresponsive or unwilling to address the issue, further steps may be necessary. Firstly, if applicable, inform the architect or engineer overseeing the project about the situation. Architects and engineers often have the authority to enforce code compliance and ensure that all installations adhere to the project specifications and regulatory requirements. Their involvement can add weight to the concerns raised and encourage the mechanical contractor to take corrective action. Secondly, involve the local building inspector by contacting them and thoroughly explaining the code violation. Building inspectors are responsible for enforcing electrical codes and ensuring the safety of electrical installations. They have the authority to issue a notice of violation or order the mechanical contractor to rectify the situation, bringing the installation into compliance with applicable codes and standards. Thirdly, as a last resort, if all other options have been exhausted, consider consulting an attorney to explore potential legal remedies for the code violations. An attorney can provide legal advice on the rights and options available, and may assist in pursuing legal action to ensure compliance and mitigate potential risks. In all interactions, maintaining a professional and respectful demeanor is crucial. Even when addressing serious code violations, a respectful tone can facilitate a more productive dialogue and increase the likelihood of a positive resolution. Avoid accusatory language or personal attacks, and focus on presenting the facts and concerns in a clear and objective manner. Furthermore, gather and provide evidence to support your concerns. Photographs, documentation, or any other relevant information can strengthen your case and demonstrate the validity of the issues raised. Visual evidence can be particularly effective in illustrating the non-compliant wiring and its potential safety hazards. Also, demonstrate a willingness to compromise. While it is unlikely that the mechanical contractor will be willing to rewire all 50 fan motors without exploring alternative solutions, be open to finding a mutually acceptable approach. Flexibility and a collaborative mindset can help to identify practical solutions that address the code violations while minimizing disruption and cost. To prevent similar issues in the future, consider establishing clear guidelines and specifications for electrical installations. These guidelines should explicitly address the use of flexible cores, wiring methods, and code compliance requirements. Communicating these specifications to all contractors involved in future projects can help to avoid misunderstandings and ensure that all installations meet the necessary standards.